Hello ratbags, it's Jade Plays Games. Welcome to a first look at Dark and Light, a brand new MMO survival fantasy game. A few months ago Nooblitz showed this off on his channel, and then Hod Gaming has done it recently. It's looking really epic, it's really looking good. It's just coming out today on PC in early access, but don't worry, there are plans for it to come to console, which I'll tell you about at the end. All the creatures you see in this video you can pretty much tame, you can pretty much use them to your will. There's lots of different elements of it, there's 3 factions, there's dark and light sides that you have to choose, loads of things going on. There is a heavy emphasis on magic, but you can be a melee character as well, which we'll talk a little bit about as well. It just looks epic, it looks crazy, it looks really pretty as well, considering it's an early access game and they've got so much done already. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information what I've found out about its past, what it plans to be, and maybe the future of it and when it's maybe coming out. But I'm hyped for this. I've ordered a key, I'm hoping I'm going to get one to review, otherwise I'll just simply go out and buy it because it looks absolutely epic. So it's currently $29.99 on early access, so if you do want to go and buy it, go and pick it up now. It is available right now. No word yet when it plans to come out of early access, but that's how it was. Now that was the trailer. Now this is the trailer a good 12 years ago. That's right, the game has been out before. This is a remake of it. In fact, I don't think it's even a case of just the graphics. It looks like they've completely overhauled the game, but it's funny to look at something. This is 13 years old. It just goes to show how far gaming has actually come in 12 years. So Snail Games are the ones that are developing the Ark Park virtual reality game as well. The spin-off from Survival Evolved. This looks like it's going to be a big thing. An open world where you can do lots of things like exploring, typical open survival, but it's much more of an MMO. Discover, craft and cast dozens of powerful magic spells to take on the threats looming on Archos. Explore a massive world, travel from frigid mountain peaks to dense forests, floating islands, hidden caverns, volcanic regions and more. Build a house and support your faction. There's going to be 3 different factions. Build your own noble house and take on other players to dominate Archos. Choose a side, support the light or the darkness. Fill the world with powerful dark creatures or purify the world with light. Tame virtually any creature you encounter in the world. Giant tree ants, mystical elementals and legendary dragons can be yours at your command. Build anything from a straw shack to an enormous fortress to defend against hostile forces. The land is literally all PvP. It does look absolutely stupendous. There's going to be a price with that though. The recommended specs at the moment is a 1050 GTX. Now the minimum is quite lower, but it is going to eat into memory like no one's business. So what exactly will be the layout of the game when you start it up? The first playable area is called the Sacred Path, a sprawling landscape comprised of over 20 unique areas, so they obviously have plans to add more and more. Very much like World of Warcraft, there are 10 dungeon-like caves on the map that will give you extremely good loot. They'll also have powerful creatures that you can hopefully tame too. So in a bunch of small tiny little interviews, the developers talk about why they chose magic as the driving force behind their survival MMO. It looks like it's very much going to be a case of the more you do something, the more skill points you will get in that act, very Skyrim-like. They've actually gone for an item-based system rather than just spells that you learn and then just choose at will. You can actually equip different items that will give you access to different spells. To gain skills, you're going to need to learn crafting recipes. So it's very much going to mean you can specialise in certain roles, and particularly if you manage to form up a little group of people, you're going to find that you'll have different uses. So a bit like the engram system in Ark, technically that's how it's meant to be, that people, you know, focus on one aspect of it rather than trying to get every single engram, which they can't. But don't worry, if you're not a big fan of magic, you can still be a physical player. There are going to be different weapons, melee weapons, as well as bows and arrows, but you may need a combination of that and spells at times. So far it's looking pretty epic, it's looking really good as well. So one of the best things about this game, even though it seems like it's going to take up a lot of memory, you will maybe be able to play this on Xbox. They are looking at it being part of the Xbox ID program, so it could come to early access on Xbox first. This is the trailer shown from the actual footage they used for the ID trailers at E3. So I'm definitely going to be covering this game. Let me know what you think about it. Like I said, it is coming to PC and Xbox. It looks really interesting. Hopefully if it's right and the gameplay is good, hopefully it may be a successor to Ark Survival Evolved. I will see you ratbags very soon.